Welcome to the Postal Service, where safety depends on me. When you start your day, you should always check your postal vehicle prior to use. Here you can see the carrier doing a complete walk around to inspect the exterior of the vehicle. They are looking at the tires, at the mirrors, and at the windows, also at the body of the vehicle to check for damage or anything that needs to be reported to their supervisor. Now we will use the buddy system to complete our inspection. Lights.
Left.
No left.
Right.
No right.
Flashers.
No flashers.
Brake.
Brake. No reverse. We gotta start. Always report vehicle repairs on a PS Form 4565 to your immediate supervisor. Many accidents are caused by distraction or haste when inexperienced employees drive unfamiliar vehicles in unfamiliar territory, or when experienced employees fail to follow established safe driving procedures. Today's technology tempts us to make phone calls, send texts or emails, and update social media while driving, all actions that contribute to distracted driving. Distracted driving is doing another activity that takes the driver's attention away from driving. Distracted driving can increase the chance of a motor vehicle crash. There are three main types of distractions. One is a visual, taking your eyes off of the road. Two is manual, taking your hands off of the wheel. Or three, cognitive, taking your mind off driving. Sending a text message, talking on the phone, using GPS systems, and putting on your makeup are a few examples of distracted driving. Any of these distractions can endanger you, your passenger, and others on the road. Now we will talk about hazards, dock safety, and confined space. Standing on the dock lift is a no-no. The safety captain at Roanoke Rapids Post Office is demonstrating how the dock lift raises up and is lowered back down. The area between where the lift is up in the air and the dock is considered a confined space. As the safety captain lowers the dock lift, you will notice two chains on the right side of the dock lift. One of those chains should be attached to the ramp. The other chain should be across the dock lift so that no one is able to access the lift unless it's in use. Dog attacks on postal workers are more common than you think. You should always be aware of your surroundings. Here are some lines of defense. Our satchel, which could be used as a barrier between us and the dog spray, and sometimes the dog horn. Five tips to prevent dog bites. Don't disturb dogs or frighten dogs while eating or tied up. 2. Keep away from the dog when they are hungry or scared. 3. Don't move if the dog approaches you or is not on a leash. 4. Approach the dog slowly and quietly. 5. If a dog bites you, act quickly. Wash the wound with soap and water and look for a first aid center. Here is a picture of PS Form 1778, a dog/animal warning card. This is a tool that mail carriers use to flag addresses with potential dangerous dogs. Slip, trip, and fall. Make an effort every day to maintain good housekeeping, wear proper footwear, report unsafe conditions to your supervisor, and staying alert at all times. Observing your area carefully and avoid distractions. Never finger mail when changing surface types, going up and down stairs, and entering and exiting vehicles. Use preventive measures to help with slip, trip, and falls. Wear proper footwear. Maintain good posture to improve balance. Avoid patchy snow or icy conditions. Avoid wet leaves and mud slicks. Look for cracks and gaps that are signs of uneven surface. And do not carry items you cannot see over. Use handrails when available. Finger the mail only when it's safe to do so. Use caution when mounting and dismounting vehicles. Keep in mind most injuries on stairs occur on your way down. And report all hazards to your supervisor. If you start to fall, these tips will help. Relax, as tensing your body is more likely to cause injury. If holding an object, drop it. Do not try to break your fall with an outreached hand, elbow, or knee. Leaves, rain, and ice can pose serious fall hazards. Notify the customer when there are leaves in the walking paths or when there is ice and snow in the path of the carrier. Keep yourself out of harm's way. That is the message that you should keep in mind each and every day as you perform your duties. As we enter the year's winter, you should be aware of how you can contribute to a safer work environment. While working in the cold, layering of your clothing, protecting your face and extremities, and staying dry are very important parts of working safe in the cold. Remember, dress appropriately for the weather, and as always, if you feel you are experiencing weather-related issues, notify your supervisor immediately. While working in the cold, here's what you should know. Frostbite occurs when skin and the underlying tissue freeze after being exposed to extreme cold for long periods. The fingers, toes, and feet are most commonly affected, but other extremities such as your nose, ears, and cheeks can also develop frostbite. At the first sign of frostbite, get out of the cold. Unless absolutely necessary, don't walk on frostbitten feet or toes. Don't rub the frostbitten area because it will cause more damage. Warm the affected area using body heat or by immersing it in warm water. Avoid using a heating pad, heating lamp, or the heat of a stove, fireplace, or radiator for warming because direct heat can burn damaged tissue. Drink warm beverages to replace lost fluids in case of severe frostbite. Seek medical attention. Hypothermia, which occurs when the body loses heat faster than it can produce, can be deadly if you don't catch it in time. Signs include memory loss, slurred speech, and drowsiness. If you experience symptoms of frostbite or hypothermia, call 911 immediately and notify your supervisor. To help prevent cold weather related injuries, you should dress appropriately in 3 light layers. An inner layer for wicking moisture away from your body, a middle layer to insulate you from the cold, and an outer layer that repels the wind, snow, and rain that can be removed as needed. Also, protect your hands, neck, and face and wear warm, waterproof shoes or boots. Prolonged exposure to cold temperatures can cause your body to lose heat, which puts you at risk of hypothermia. Working in the heat. Working in the heat can be deadly. It is the employer's responsibility to prepare employees with information to identify signs of heat-related illnesses. HIP requires annual training for all employees regardless of potential exposure to heat before April 1st of each year. Currently, the Postal Service is required to conduct the training at work on the clock so that all letter carriers receive the necessary information. This training is also available through the Postal Service Hero platform, which can be accessed via LightBlue. Employees working away from a Postal Service facility should immediately call 911 and then their supervisor, if able, when they experience signs or symptoms of heat stress. Proper hydration and seeking prompt medical attention should be ensured at any time symptoms arise during the course of a day. Heat-related illnesses can be worse than realized and can get worse even after exposure has ceased. Remember, heat strokes can be fatal if not treated immediately. OSHA has advised employers to have a heat plan on site to monitor and identify heat stress within their employees. As a letter carrier, we do not have someone to monitor us throughout the day for heat stress. It is the individual's responsibility to use the training we are given to identify the signs of heat stress. Let's review. Vehicle safety. Why it's important to check your vehicle every day to identify potential safety hazards. Using the buddy system will help to identify these hazards. Distracted driving. It is important to be completely aware of your surroundings while driving to ensure your safety and others that you may share the roadway with. Dock safety in confined space. Even while at the postal facility, there are safety hazards we should be aware of. Animal and dog encounters. Being aware of your surroundings helps to identify potential dangerous animal encounters, and it helps to prevent and protect you if such encounters take place. Slip, trips, and falls. It seems simple, but are a daily occurrence for postal workers. Ensuring a clear path will help to reduce slip, trips, and falls. As Charles W. Eliot stated, neither snow nor rain nor heat or gloom of night shall keep these carriers from the swift completion of their rounds. The weather will forever play a part of our daily work lives. Knowing how to identify and respond to extreme weather conditions will help keep you safe. To conclude, when you need to report a safety hazard, unsafe condition, or practice, you should contact your postal facility safety captain and fill out a PS Form 1767 that should be given to your supervisor. By following these safety measures, you achieve the carrier's ultimate goal, and that is returning home safe to your family.